It's that time between Christmas and New Year's, when you start looking at 2019 and you think, what do I want to look different in my life next year? Well, before you do that, I think it's so important that we take a snapshot of what do our lives look like currently? And so I've developed a list of 10 life questions for you to ask yourself. And what you'll do is when you ask yourself how you're doing in these different areas, you'll actually rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the worst and 10 being the best in each of these areas of your life. Get a quiet place and rate yourself on the scale of 1 to 10, and then ask yourself, why did I give myself the rating that I did? And write that down, make notes. Why wasn't it lower? Why wasn't it higher? You're gonna feel like in some of these areas, you don't have a lot of control, but you know what? You've got more control than you think you do in every single one of these areas, because it's all about the choices that we make. So you may not have 100% control, but you've got more control than we like to imagine. I've done this list for the past 3 years, and it's so interesting because I compare it to the prior years and see areas that I've made strides in, and then areas that I'm rating myself lower this year than I did 2 years ago. And it's just a great snapshot to see where I need to focus myself for the coming year. Peter Drucker so aptly said, we cannot manage what we do not measure. So we've got to measure where we're doing in all of these different areas of our life to really get a snapshot of where we're at. So you ready? Here are the 10 questions. Number 1, how satisfied are you with your overall schedule? Number 2, how healthy and energetic do you feel? Number 3, how do you feel about the amount of time doing work in line with your purpose? Number 4, how do you feel about your income and your expenses? Number 5, how do you feel about the quantity and quality of your friendships? Number 6, how do you feel about the quantity and quality of time that you spend with your spouse or your significant other? Number 7, how do you feel about the quantity and quality of time that you spend with your children or the rest of your extended family? Number 8, how do you feel about the quality and quantity of time of your time off or your vacations, your leisure time? Number 9, how do you feel about the quantity and quality of time that's just spent kind of chilling out, whether it's surfing on social media, computer games, television? And number 10, how do you feel about your relationship with God? So take some time, rate yourself in each of these areas, and then really look at your list. It'll help you focus and determine what steps that you want to take in 2019. What's one thing that you need to do more of, or what's one thing that you need to do less of in each of these areas. I hope you have a happy new year and happy reflecting and goal setting.